looks like a gate or the house. That's not even his name. It was a random name. Or mute. There's quite a bit of snow on the ground.
What's it? Triple shot vanilla latte.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yum.
Yum.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I posted my 2025 pickups video. I haven't bought much in the last 5 months, but I thought I'd share some of the things that I picked up recently. First off, I want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed to my YouTube channel. I wasn't expecting to get this many views and this many subscribers for the last few videos I uploaded, but I appreciate all 500 or so of you for subscribing to my channel. The first thing I picked up is a heavy hitter. I got the Vuja Leon Drizzler jacket in the blue colorway. When VD uploaded the teaser pictures for the SS26 collection, this was the one item that caught my eye from the collection. Aside from the new Miles cut, which I'll get into later, but I was looking for a jacket in this blue color. I was looking at a lot of French chore coats for a while, checking Depop, Grailed, and eBay, but I couldn't find a French chore coat in a specific blue that I wanted. So when I saw this jacket, I decided to pull the trigger on it. For the lining, they went with the same fabric for the Ross flannel that dropped, I want to say in their 10th collection, which is the cotton cashmere blend, which is super soft to wear when you're just wearing a t-shirt with it. One thing that bothered me about this jacket was that I bought this in a size large in hopes that it wouldn't be as cropped, but knowing VD sizing, the size chart was off. It was actually like an inch or two short, inch and a half shorter than the actual size chart, which I was annoyed at first, but after wearing it for a while and building some fits with it, the length didn't really bother me as much. I haven't been into buying many cropped items. By cropped, I mean anything less than like a 25 or like a 24-inch length, unless it's like a t-shirt or a sweater. Outerwear, I prefer to be a little bit longer, at least a 26-inch length. That way you don't see what's underneath my jacket. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this jacket. This is the only thing I picked up from their spring-summer collection. Everything else was like, okay. I wasn't a big fan of spring-summer as much. Next thing I picked up was something that I thrifted, and it's this Levi's silver tab cotton sweater. I've been into buying a lot of clothes secondhand lately, especially on Depop. I pretty much doom scroll on Depop just looking for things, especially Levi's, which it's not a Adrian video without a Levi's pickup. But this sweater caught my eye when I saw it. What's unique about this sweater is that it has a navy outer when you look at it from the outside, but when you turn it in, you can see that the inner is orange, kind of similar to how denim has a different color on the inside, or it's a lighter on the inside in comparison to the outer depending on the wash, which I thought was really unique. And so you can do a lot of things, especially with rolling off the cuffs. I also like that it has the orange accents on the collar of the sweater. I did crop this. It was originally a 29-inch length, which is pretty long, and I cropped it to a 26-inch length, which personally fits me really well. I tend to gravitate towards knits or sweaters with a 26-inch length, so I ended up just cropping it to the desired length I always go with for my knits. Next pickup is another Depop find. I picked up this simple navy LL Bean hoodie that has a lot of sun fading from the previous owner. I've been into wearing a lot of blue lately, as you can tell from the last 3 pickups, but I saw that Orly had this cropped hoodie from their most recent collection, but I wasn't really interested in spending $500 for a cropped hoodie, which made me go on a hunt to find a sun faded hoodie on Depop. I did come across this. The measurements are pretty good, I would say. It's a 26 length Maybe if it was like a 25-inch length, it would have been a little bit better. But 26 is still pretty good for a hoodie. Something to note about this is that the back, you might see it in other pictures or in the video, but there is a lot of sun fading on the back and then also on the front and sleeves of the hoodie. Additionally, it has some distressing on the cuff as well. In January and February, I pretty much spammed this hoodie as a layering piece to wear under my jacket, and it's kept me warm, I would say, especially in the Boston winter where I was spending most of my winter. I'm glad to have picked this up since I got so much wear out of it, but I kind of still want to get the Orly hoodie, but we'll see. I'm not going to spend $500 for it. Maybe if it's like $200, but I'm content with this hoodie. All right, moving on to pants. I picked up the Vujade Taylor jeans. This is from their fall winter 2025 collection. Initially, I wanted to buy the Miles cut that they were going to release for spring summer 2026. In the teaser pictures, they actually had a picture of the Miles in a selvage indigo wash, which was the second item that I really wanted to buy from their spring summer collection. But it didn't release, and so I think it got canceled. At least when I went to check the teaser pictures, some of the stuff that they had posted for the teasers ended up got deleted. So my assumption is that it got canceled, and I ended up just opting for the Taylor jeans instead. I was wanting a indigo pair of selvage denim. I know, buzzwords, but I couldn't find anything that I was really interested in. I did sell my Taka Takahashi Lot 704 simply because it wasn't the right indigo blue that I was looking for. And when I saw this, I was like, maybe, but if they release the Miles, then I would rather get the Miles instead. But since the Miles got canceled, I just opted for the Taylor jeans. I got this in a size medium to match all the other VD jeans that I own. And I actually tailored the length on these because it was about an inch or so longer than what I would have wanted. So I took a bunch of my pants to the tailor in the last few months, and these were one of them. It wouldn't be an Adrian pickups video if I didn't buy more Levi's. I'm gonna speed run through these because they're pretty much all the same, I would say. I just got different fits and different versions, but I mentioned it in my 2025 pickups video that I bought a pair of 501s, but it wasn't delivered yet. So I finally got them after I posted the video. This is just a dark gray Levi's 501. This pair is from 2004 and it's made in Colombia. Some of the things I look for in a pair of Levi's is that it has to have at least a 30 and a half or 31 inch inseam, and then an 8.5 or wider leg opening. These pants had about a 9-inch leg opening, which was basically the first thing I wanted out of a pair of Levi's. And it was also a 30 and a half inseam. So I didn't have to take these to the tailor, fortunately. One thing to note that I saw about these jeans is that it has a lot of heel bite from the previous owner that you can see here. I also ripped some of the heel bite from wearing it too. I'm not the biggest fan of heel bite, but I don't mind these at all. This is one of my favorite pairs of Levi's as of late. Next pair of Levi's is a pair of 505s. This pair is made in the USA and it was from this is from 2000, so November 2000. Same thing I mentioned previously. The hem is an 8.5, which basically just hit the cutoff, and the inseam was perfect. I think this is more of a smarter, I would say, in comparison to the other pair of gray Levi's I have. This doesn't have much distressing or any fading in most parts, so it looks a lot more put together when you wear this. It's also a bit more of a straighter cut than the other pair, which is why I kept both, because I can try and make different styles with each fit. The next pair of Levi's is a more modern pair of 501s in this mid blue color. Aside from black, mid blue is one of my other favorite colors in jeans that I like to wear. Back in 2018 and 2019, my two most worn pair of jeans were from Acne Studios. It was the River model, which was a straight fit cropped pair of jeans. And the two pairs I had was in black and then also in this mid blue color. So I've been on the hunt for a while searching for a mid blue pair of Levi's. Unfortunately, these jeans were a bit long, so I had to take them to the tailor. They couldn't save the OG hem, and so I tried to distress the hem as much as possible. That way it doesn't look like a brand new pair of jeans. I'm not the biggest fan of the clean new hem. I prefer, if I can, to have the original hem with the jeans, but it was unfortunate that the hem stitching was really tiny, so the tailor couldn't save the original hem and add it on. But I think I did a decent-ish job on trying to distress the ends. Next pair of Levi's is a 501XX in more of a light blue wash color. I like this blue wash, but I still prefer if the blue was a little bit darker than this. But from the pictures when I bought this on Depop, it looked darker until I got it in hand, and it was a lot lighter than I expected in comparison to the previous pair of Levi's I just showed. This pair is from 2003 and was made in Guatemala. This fit reminds me a lot of the first pair of dark gray Levi's I showed. The leg opening is a 9-inch leg opening, so it's on the wider side. This pair has a lot more distressing in the pockets and also in the thigh area as well. Last thing I picked up is a pair of Vans. These are the Authentics in the Aged collection, and this is the Aged Cobalt, I believe is what it's called. I initially saw an ad where they had the aged white and black pair, and I spent the last 2 months searching for that pair specifically, and I couldn't find it in my size. It was sold out pretty much everywhere that I looked. I was able to find the Aged Steel Cobalt color in my size, but I still wanted the white and black pair, mainly because it reminded me a lot of my Fear of God Vans slip-on in the black and white color. I regret selling those Vans as I wore it a lot, but I was able to get my money back from selling it. What's unique about the Aged Pact is that it has a leather upper and then also a suede leather toe box, and the shoe comes pre-distressed, kind of to like mimic the aged worn-in look from people wearing these. It had originally the glitter laces, but I swapped it out for the cream laces. I may go back to the silver glitter laces, but I kind of prefer the cream laces over the glitter ones. I might switch back to it. We'll see. I've been wearing these a lot lately, especially if you go on errands. So I'm kind of glad that I bought these. I'm still trying to find a pair of Fear of God Vans slip-ons. So if you guys are selling a pair of the black and white Fear of God Vans slip-ons in a size 9, hit me up. Thank you.
Bring any cash out of the country. However, the German government saw no value in their furniture. And so the Bropiuses were able to bring all their books, all their papers, all their furniture. And as a result, we have a very nice collection of house furniture. The furniture determined the sizes of the room. So this desk is one example of...
Speaker.
What's the big?
You probably had that speaker.
Sills, you see vents that are covering the hot water radiators. In this room behind the filter in the office, it was on the wall, is a grate for forced hot air. We were able to convert that to air conditioning when we took over the museum for the collection. And then the third source is the fireplace, which is, so the table's always been here, it can rotate, but this is the spot. It is very dramatic. And even the centerpieces were part of the design so that the shadows were also part of a very deliberate choice. Light bulbs are doing in relation to the mirror. So I think we're ready to head up.
Yeah. I just want to take a picture right of
And then the use of mirrors that you were, that's optical illusions. So you can actually stand here and if you get the angle right, you can see the garage. That's the guest room, so you have to decide, would you sleep facing the door or the window? And we know who stayed in the guest room because this would be another piece.
Touch.
The air is just wonderful.
This whole space for the toilet? 他们每个小时都有一个错。
I can't use a bit of the picnic that she's talking to.
Thanks for choosing Boston Local, where every day we're going above and beyond.
Welcome to Massachusetts, or for some of you, welcome home. This is Governor.
It's coming up. So what are you gonna do? Ah! Put it in your pocket.